to get off Mercari. They don't care about you, that eBay cares about you. Hey YouTube, my name is Rob, also known as the Chesapeake Picker. Thanks for checking out the channel. If this is your first time here, I'm a part-time reseller on eBay, Mercari, and Facebook Marketplace. I want to welcome you to the channel. I got several things that are going out here, so let's go ahead and take a look at those. First I got up here is this Hot Wheels Stealth Rides. I picked this up new at a CHKD thrift store for $3.98. I decided to spend a little bit up on this versus what I might like to spend on a toy because it was selling pretty good. I got it listed and sold for $34.98 plus shipping. Not a ton of profit on this stuff, but I have made some good money on these books. If you saw my video a while back where I sold a Super Mario book, I sold that one for almost $80. This is a Legend of Zelda the Wind Walker Nintendo GameCube guide here. Got it for $1.98 at a thrift store, and it sold for $8.99 plus shipping. My last video, I just showed you guys this puzzle. This is a FX Schmidt new in box vintage puzzle. I spent $3.95 on this, and it sold almost instantly for $16.95 plus shipping, and this is going out with the eBay Global Shipping Program. Not a ton of profit on these little guys here, but I am well into the profit. Made a bunch of money on this. This is a little wrestling belt, WWE Jack Pacific. I got this in a whole big bin of stuff, and I spent $9.98 on it. I've made at least $300 off of this bin so far, and this one is going out as $9.99 with free shipping, and it goes out in just a 4x4x4 box with a little paper. I probably could get away with flattening this out and stuffing it in a bubble mailer, but it doesn't lay out flat very nicely, so I don't want it to jam any of this stuff and pop these little pieces off of there and stuff. So, and it's not going to cost any different. I mean, I'd probably save a little bit of money on the packing material by doing it that way, because boxes are a little more expensive than bubble mailers, but I would rather do that than cause any damage. Today I'm going to be showing you a bunch of stuff I picked up this weekend. I decided to go out, and I wasn't sure how garage sales would be because some places are drying up, but man, there was a ton of them today. I didn't get to hit all of them. I may go back out tomorrow. So let's go ahead. I'll show you a bunch of stuff that I got. So I got this Xbox 360. I've sold a bunch of these things. This one in particular is the white version. I haven't sold that. They've all been black, but $5 if you could see that. So I figured I'd take it. It did not have a power cord, so I'm gonna have to pick up one of those and test it out, but I do got a controller, and then I also got 4 games. They were $1 each. One of them was a good game. So I got this one. It's a Perfect Dark Zero. This is like anywhere from a $10 to a $20 game, so that was a pretty good one. The rest of these I got like Halo 3, Crackdown, and LA Noire. Nothing spectacular here. These are not great games, but they are great games to throw into a bundle with a system. And then I got this controller, and it came with an HDMI cord. I don't typically give these out with an HDMI cord, but I will probably just keep this for future testing. I've got this Theater Monster Power System here. Sold comps on this right now. I have not seen a new one sell. There's a few listed that are around $50, but some used ones are selling for around $15 to $25. So I think that I can probably come somewhere in between there and probably get about $40 plus shipping for this. And I only paid $5 for it if I didn't say that. Christmas season is upon us, so I picked up this Barbie helicopter new in the box. This is from I believe this lady was a reseller, so a lot of her prices are pretty high. She wanted like, I don't know, she wanted 10 for it. I offered her 5. She said I'll take it. I wasn't going to go any higher than that because I can probably sell this for around $20, and it may sit for a little while. It may sell right away. We'll see. Also got this science kit here. I don't know if I'm going to sell this. I'm supposed to do something with the Cub Scouts this week. They wanted to work on science experiments, so I think I might just take this to the meeting and have the boys work on that. This thing was pretty cool. I think this was another reseller that was getting rid of stuff. It's this CSI, like it's a forensic facial reconstruction kit. I thought this thing was pretty sweet. It's still new in the box. It's a little banged up, but it's never been opened or anything like that. Sold comps on this up to about $50, and I only paid $5 for it. I picked up this Rival electric ice cream maker. This is vintage here. It said it was only used about 4 times. They said everything was in the box, but I have not picked it out to look at it. So I got 10 bucks into this. New sealed ones are selling for about $75. I could probably get about 50 bucks for this plus shipping, and it's already got its original box, which should help to add to the value, and it's packed pretty well in there. So after I take a look, make sure it's all good, I think this will be a good sale. Pick this one up here like I didn't have enough DVDs. If you've been watching this channel, I'm selling through about 1,000 DVDs from a friend of mine, and they've been going, but they're slow getting up just because there's so many of them. But I got this Dogma Special Edition. The reason I picked this up, which I bought it for $1, is because I already sold this exact same copy with him, and it's in the exact same condition. It sold for $19.99 with free shipping, and it sold the day after I listed it. So I already went and put it back up in the store, and I'm pretty confident I'll turn that out. So $2.80 to ship, $1 invested, nice profit on a movie. So this box here is the mother load, and like I said, I've been selling a lot of DVDs lately, so I'm slowly becoming a blockbuster video here, but I think I got some good value in here. Let me show you what I got. So everything in this lot here is all music related. So these are like concerts that have been put onto disc and are able to be viewed. So I got here, this is a Rolling Stones. This is 3 different ones. These ones were probably the least valuable out of the lot here, but I think I can probably get around 20 bucks for the 3. Also got 2 copies of Band of Brothers here. I had been selling quite a few Band of Brothers. The metal tin versions of the box set were selling for about, I think, $15 to $25. And this is just a cardboard version, so it's probably not going to be quite as valuable, but I think I can probably get at least 15 bucks out of each of them, and I have 2. There's another Rolling Stones one there. This one is kind of what convinced me to pick up the thing from the get-go. It's this Steve Miller Band live from Chicago. There's only like 2 of these available, and 1 sold, and this is selling for, I believe it was $25. I got Journey, Greatest Hits. What do we got here? A couple Meatloaf DVDs, Michael Jackson. These 3 are for me. I got 2 of the newer Bond movies and Last of the Mohicans. Just add them to my collection. But here, we'll go through the rest of them here. I got John Lennon, Imagine, Genesis, Cream, another Cream. Those 2 may go together depending on what that particular one's worth. George Harrison and Friends. Didn't look this up, but I got these at such a good deal that I couldn't pass it up. We got Eric Clapton, Johnny Cash live from Austin, Texas, Bad Company in concert. I'm sure somebody will tell me if I got this wrong. This is Quidem? Cirque du Soleil. Cirque du Soleil. I don't know if that's worthwhile, but again, I got this whole box. Wishbone Ash. This was another really good one here. I scanned this one, and I can probably get about 20 to 40 bucks on that one. I got a couple of these Wishbone Ash. Never heard of them. Probably going to be worth a lot of money because I don't know who they are. We got ZZ Top live from Texas, The Police, and The Who. This lady had her DVDs. They were marked $1 each, or 3 for 2. So I got 30 DVDs all in all, and I only paid 15 bucks for this whole box set. So probably out of the very first one that I sell, I will be into the profit on this. So I should be able to get, depending on what all of these are worth, haven't looked them up, probably about $200-300 bucks out of that box of movies. All right, so I'm gonna give you guys a couple updates on some things that we've had coming in and going out. So I talked to you a couple videos back about how I started an unclaimed buyer because somebody had purchased an auction from me and they never paid. This was for a vintage Coleman lantern. I had, I think, $3 into this lantern. It sold for $49.99 plus shipping. They did not pay, so that went on their account as a ding against them, and I just went ahead and relisted it. Now, I also put it on Facebook Marketplace, and I had an inquiry, and I sold it for $50 out the door. The only bad thing was I already had it packed up and ready to go from when it sold, so I had to unpack it all. So I got this box sitting back here from all that packing material, but I don't have to worry about breakage. I don't have to pay any fees, and so we're gold on that. I'm not sure if that was the same video, but around there I mentioned that I sold this Al Green record, and I sold it for $30 plus or $33 plus shipping, and it was bought by somebody who exclusively sells records in their store. And I thought that was a bit odd. I thought maybe they were just a reseller trying to flip stuff, which is cool, but they had the exact same record listed. They opened up a return, said it wasn't in good condition. I was worried that this was going to come back to me and be an old switcheroo, where they took their crappy old version of the record, stuffed it into my sleeve, and sent it back to me, but it does not appear to be the case. I guess the record could stand to be cleaned, and I got a record cleaning kit here. I'll probably use it, but I went ahead and relisted it. It came back. It looks fine. You know, I changed the grading to, I think, very good versus very good plus, because people with their records, they get a little bit, I don't want to say they get a little bit crazy, but they're very particular about what they want their records to be. So I want to make sure that I grade it appropriately. It's not in poor condition by any stretch. It's definitely playable, but it might not be this mint condition record, even though the vinyl itself still has the plastic wrap around it all except for a tear on the front, but in great condition otherwise. So that came back to me, and that's that. Long as we're talking about Facebook Marketplace, I sold another item on there yesterday as well. It was this pea coat that I picked up. I don't know if I ever showed this in a video or not, and I'd show it to you now, but I already took it out and gave it to the guy. It was a 40R, which is about a men's medium, military pea coat, had like navy patches on the side. I couldn't verify if they were true navy patches or not, because a buddy of mine who's in the Navy, or retired from the Navy, he said he wasn't sure if they were real or not. They look kind of ish to him, but the guy that purchased it was retired military. He said that his got ruined and he wanted a new one. So he wanted to try it on. So we met up at the grocery store around the corner from my house, and he bought it for full asking price of $60. Currently I had it on in my store for a 20% off sale, which should have been about $53. So I didn't have to pay any fees. I didn't have to ship it out. Didn't have to worry about returns, and $60 out the door. And it cost me $9.98 at the thrift store. So nice profit on that. Moving on to some eBay sales. I sold this James Brown, there it is, vinyl record. I had this up for a 20% off sale in my store, and it sold for $19.19 plus shipping. Sold this book. This was a personal book out of my collection. It was a Superman, The Last Days of Krypton. I bought this a few years ago, read it. It was pretty much in new condition. I had it listed up. It was one of the first things I put up in my store when I started selling stuff, and it finally sold for $4.79 plus shipping. And then other than that, at least for right now, that's all I got going out, other than another stack of DVDs. Nothing special in this bunch here to show you guys. So my plans this week are to get through all of this inventory that I got, get it up and listed, maybe even get through some more of those DVDs back there. Think about hitting up some garage sales tomorrow, see if I can go to the other side of town. I think I hit up everything of value over here in the Chesapeake, Virginia Beach area. I didn't go out to Norfolk, Portsmouth, Suffolk, all that, so I need to check those out tomorrow if there's time. Probably my first task out of all this is going to be to step away from the DVDs I have currently listed and get all of these music ones up, because I think these are going to make great Christmas gifts for people, and that's where we're at right now. It's, you know, beginning of November, people are going to start buying presents. So between that, the CSI, the Barbie, I think I got a lot of good things to put up for Q4. One last thing I'm going to talk about, and that's shipping. So I got this Nerf gun right here. So this is what this Nerf gun looks like, fully assembled. So I put this up on Mercari, and I took this piece off. When you get up over high measurements, your prices go up drastically. So I had it currently listed just like this. This is about a 28-inch package and a little bit on each side. And I had it for, I think, $17 plus shipping, and the shipping came to $30. It was pretty high. Somebody had sent me a message, said, hey, can you get that shipping down at all? So I said, send me your zip, I'll see what I can do. Put it in, $40 to $50 looking through Pirate Ship. Couldn't get it any cheaper there, and yeah, I can't find a way you can get better FedEx rates than you would get through eBay or shipping through Mercari. So then what I took this, I guess you'd call it a bump stock or something like that, just collapses down. I didn't realize that this piece came out. It snapped in. So put it here, took me to 26 inches, and my shipping cost was able to go down to $17. So I sent that buyer a message, and I was able to get that down to almost 50% just with these 2 little inches here. So if you got a big package like that, see what you can do to get those dimensions down. You can save yourself or your buyer a ton of money. So hopefully they go ahead and purchase this. I will update you guys in a future video. So I got a comment on one of my past videos that I wanted to address. This was specifically related to Mercari. This person suggested to get off Mercari. They don't care about you, that eBay cares about you about 99% of the time, and it's very hard to do well on Mercari. And I gotta say, Mercari is not as great of a platform in eBay in some ways. So here's one. They don't do very well on competitive shipping costs for smaller items. They don't do well on if you're very versed with how to set things up in that. But it's very easy to purchase stuff. So here's what I like. Let's go through the pluses of Mercari. Plus, super easy to list something. You don't have to put all this stuff in like you do with eBay where you got to put 20 different descriptions. I had 37 pieces of clothing that came back, and I had to add stuff to them like it was a tie. I said it was a tie, but now they created a new category where I got to go in and say it's in a tie, and then it's in the men's department and all that, because they're trying to, you know, I guess, make it easier to search things out. I don't have to do all that with Mercari, so it's very simple to list stuff. And also the offer system. I love the offer system on Mercari. What I don't love is that when somebody views your item, it pops up right at the top of the screen to send them an offer. Like, it pushes people to say, hey, I'll give you 10% off, 20% off. They even put it there. Offer 10%, offer 20, offer 25. They put it right there with the math so you can send that offer to people. So that part kind of stinks, but that offer is 100% binding. So when you send an offer through eBay, you can accept that offer and they might not just pay you, and now your item's off the market, which happens a lot where people will want, some people scam, not a scammer, but taking advantage of, like, let's say I got this item, I'm selling it, he's just not that into you, and there's only 2 of us that have this copy of the movie, and I want to sell mine before you sell yours, and I want to sell it for good money. So I'll send you an offer for $5. Meanwhile, I'm selling it for 10. You accept my offer, and then I don't pay you, and now it just sits there, and guess what? I can go around and sell my copy for double the money. That does happen sometimes. I mean, not a lot, but it does happen. You can't do that on Mercari. If they offer $20 and you accept, it is an immediate commitment to buy that item. They have to purchase it. There's no backsies. It is what it is. They can, I guess, return it, but their options for returning items are much, much stricter than eBay as well. So what are some cons? Okay, so some cons for Mercari, and I would recommend this because I've run into this now 3 times. If somebody buys an item, buys multiple items from you, because I had a situation, somebody bought 2 different books, somebody bought 2 die-cast airplanes, and then somebody else bought 3 die-cast airplanes. You can copy and paste the tracking over just as you would eBay, but they don't ever recognize that in there. So I was having a hard time getting paid. I just sent them a message and I said, hey, clearly this shows paid, and they do it because on Mercari you don't get paid until 3 days after the item has arrived, or they rate you. So they encourage you to rate, they constantly remind you, but a lot of people don't do it. So that is a drawback, that you don't get your money right away. But they did resolve the problem. All it took was 1 message. I didn't have to deal with calling customer service, being on hold, waiting for a call back, to have to explain my situation to somebody after asking me 100 questions and then not really knowing how to fix it, which tends to happen with eBay, and then finding out how to fix it on my own, which I do probably 75% of the time. So I like that. It's very easy. It's a very easy platform to use. Now, do you get as many looks on there? Absolutely not. Mercari is not as big as eBay. eBay's been doing this for, over 20 years, and Mercari's just starting out. So that is what it is, but I do get a decent amount of looks, and it's not always the same look. So I've made over $2,000 on Mercari since May. So I've been selling on there since May. Is that a lot of money? No. When my running tally in my eBay store is over $10,000, and my total sales for Mercari is 2, but I believe it's important not to have all your eggs in one basket, because not everybody can manage this. So if you can't manage listing on multiple platforms, don't do it. It's not for everybody. But like I said, I've said this in the past. I do it during my passive time. When I'm sitting around, I'm having my cup of coffee, when I got downtime at work or whatever, my boss is watching this, so, you know, I'm actually working, I'm not listening. But anyway, so I'm sitting there, it's nothing going on. I'm waking up in the morning and I'll just cross list 10 things over, and it takes just a few minutes to do. So it's very easy to list it. I can just screenshot my pictures if I've deleted them off my phone, load them up, they automatically square in. I don't have to worry about that. And then I just copy and paste over, and there's usually only 3 to 4 categories of stuff to fill in, and it's free. I don't ever have to worry about fees if stuff doesn't sell. So it's not a bad platform to get into. I've never ventured into Poshmark. I've tried to do a little Depop. I've never sold anything on there, but I do still have some active listings up. But with those platforms, you gotta like promote your store, and you gotta share things and do all this stuff. I don't want to do all that. I just want to list stuff and sell stuff, and I do pretty well on there. I don't have sales consistently coming in every day, 4, 5, 6 sales, but I do get at least 3 or 4 sales a week, and I just remove it from my eBay store. So I would not write off Mercari. I've had very positive experience on there, aside from a couple things, and everything's been easy to fix. So if you're looking at a second platform to try to get more eyes on your items, definitely check it out because it's super easy. I want to say thank you as always for checking out the channel. Please remember, like and subscribe. Turn that little bell on for notifications. You'll know when I put up a new video. Drop me any questions, comments down below. I will address them in a future video, and I will see you guys next time.